I deported my husband. I didn't just divorce him. I put him on a plane back to the trenches where he belongs. Almost half of the people in my church are calling me a demon. The other half are whispering that they would have done the same thing. Guys, before you type wicked woman in the comment section, please listen to this story. I am a registered nurse living in Houston, Texas. I work double shifts, standing on my feet for 12 hours a day, helping backsides and taking abuses from patients just to save enough money. I did all this just to bring the love of my life to America. We met when I went home for Christmas 3 years ago. He was very charming and handsome, and he spoke so smooth with an accent that makes my knee weak. He was a struggling engineer with big dreams, but no opportunity. He said, "Baby, if you can just get me to the States, I will treat you like a queen." That was his promise. I will work hard and build us an empire, he said again. I believed him because I was single and lonely in a big house. I wanted a family as well, so I spent 15K on lawyers, filling fees and flights just to sponsor him. And when he landed at George Bush International Airport, I cried tears of joy. I thought my life was beginning. For the first 6 months, he was perfect. He cooked, he cleaned, rubbed my feet when I came home from the hospital. "You are my angel," he would say. We got married at the courthouse and we filed for his green card. Next interview was scheduled for upper week. The last Sunday before the interview, I came home early from my shift because I had my was quiet, and my husband wasn't in the living room. I walked toward the bedroom and I heard him laughing. He was on a video call. Immediately I stopped. Something about his tone was different. He wasn't speaking sweet English. He spoke to me. He was speaking pidgin, fast and aggressive. "Don't worry, babe. The MAGA doesn't suspect anything." That was what I heard him say. I thought to myself, MAGA. My heart stopped. In our slang, MAGA means a fool, a victim of scam. I went closer to the door. He continued laughing. "The interview is next week. And once I have the green card in my hands, give it 6 months. Then I will file a divorce, claiming irreconcilable differences. And by next year, I will file for you and the kids to come over. America is sweet. Just be patient." A woman's voice cracked on the speaker. "We miss you, Daddy. Junior asks of you every day." Then he answered, "Tell Junior Daddy is working on his future. This man is just a ladder. You are the owner of the house." Actually, I didn't scream. I didn't kick down the door. Cold calmness washed over me. Not that kind of calmness that scares you more than anger. I walked back to my car, drove to a coffee shop, sat there for 3 hours. I realized everything was lying. The love, the foot rub, the cooking. It was all a performance to secure his stay. I went home that evening and acted like everything was normal. I even kissed him. But the next morning, while he was at the gym, I went to the USCIS website and withdrew my sponsorship. I wrote a letter to the immigration officer, explained that the marriage was fraudulent and I was no longer willing to support him financially. I didn't even bother telling him. The morning for the interview, he put on his best suit, looked so handsome and confident. While trying to fix his eyes, he asked, "Baby, ready to make it official?" I smiled and answered, "I'm ready." We sat in the waiting room, and when they called his name, the officer didn't invite us into an office. Instead, 2 ICE officers walked towards us and asked for his ID. I told him his petition had been withdrawn by the sponsor and his visa has expired. The look on his face, he was so confused. Then he looked at me. He asked, "Babe, what's going on?" I stood up, smiled and adjusted my dress. And I looked him in the eye. Then I said, "I am not a ladder. I might be a MAGA, but this MAGA here has closed the bank." I walked out of the building while he was shouting my name in handcuffs. He's currently in a detention center waiting for his deportation. His family back home have been blowing up my phone, cursing me and sending me Bible verses about forgiveness as well. Hypocrite. Your wife even sent me a DM, begging me to reconsider for the sake of their kids. I worked too hard for my peace to let a squatter live in it. Now I am sitting quiet in my house, drinking wine. What I want to know, did I go too far? Should I have divorced him and let him stay? Or did I give him the exact what he ordered? Please let me know. I'll be in the comment section.